Hello good people, I'm going to spend some time exploring directed numbers. Directed numbers have a magnitude and a direction. In other words, they can be positive or negative. Negative numbers are less than 0, while positive numbers are greater than 0. The 0 itself is considered a neutral number. Generally, people do not have much trouble with positive numbers. However, negative numbers can be a bit tricky. I'm going to use this number line to hopefully illustrate how we can think about positive and negative numbers. Suppose that we have 3 plus 5. I'm going to start at 3, and because I'm dealing with an addition of a positive value, in this case 5, I'm going to continue moving in the positive direction. I'm going to make 5 jumps in the positive direction. That will get me to 8. Now suppose I take the 8 and subtract 10. I'm going to start at 8, but in which direction should I move? Well, I'm dealing with a subtraction. This means that I need to move towards the negative direction. And so on this number line, I will be jumping to the left 10 times. And that will get me to negative 2. Next, I'm going to take negative 2 and add a negative 4 to it. I'm going to start at negative 2. The addition suggests that we should be moving in the positive direction. However, we need to ask ourselves, what are we actually adding? We are adding a negative number. We could say that we are adding to the negative side, and therefore we will be moving in the negative direction. In this example, I'm going to make 4 jumps to the left on the number line. That will bring me to negative 6. Note that this negative 2 plus negative 4 equals negative 6 could have been written in a simpler fashion. And so we can say that the addition of a negative is the same as a subtraction. What happens if we subtract a negative? In this last example, we have negative 6 minus negative 11. On the number line, negative 6 is here. What is the direction of my movement? The subtraction suggests that I should keep moving to the left, in the negative direction. However, what am I subtracting? I'm subtracting a negative value. I could say that I'm taking away from the negative side, which means I'm actually moving in the positive direction. On this number line, I'm going to make 11 jumps towards the right side, and that will bring me to 5. Note that this subtraction could have been written in a simpler format. In general, I could say that a subtraction of a negative is the same as an addition. Allow me to use money to better illustrate this. Let's say that you have $100 in your account and then you add another $200. In total, you will have $300. Beautiful, your savings are increasing. Regrettably, you make a few impulsive decisions and end up spending $500. Congratulations, you are now in debt by $200. Or in somewhat abstract terms, we could say that you have minus $200. Following an impulsive streak, you decide to throw some good money after the bad, and you end up spending another $400. You are going further into debt, and now you have negative $600. In order to get out of the debt and earn $800, you are going to do some questionable things that neither your parents nor your children will ever find about. But you will gleefully recount the story to your grandkids. Anyway, minus 600 plus 800 will get us back to positive 200. We are out of debt again. Before I finish this video, I would like to explore multiplication and division of negative numbers. That being said, I'm going to start with positive numbers. If I have two positive values, and I either multiply or divide them, I'm still expecting a positive value at the end. What happens if we throw a negative number into the mix? I'm going to treat the negative values as if though they are debt. So I'm in debt $200, and now I'm going to triple it. This means that I'm going further into the negative direction. I'm borrowing more money, and so I'm expecting a negative result. In this case, negative 600. What about the division? Again, I'm going to look at this as a debt of $200. and now I'm going to halve it. Yes, that is a good thing, but I am still in debt. So negative 200 divided by 2 is not going to get me to a positive. I will still be in negative by 100. Please note that it does not matter whether we have a negative multiplied by a positive or a positive multiplied by a negative. 200 multiplied by negative 3 would also get me negative 600, and 200 divided by negative 2 would get me negative 100. In short, a negative multiplied or divided by a positive will give a negative. In the final scenario, both of our values are negative. What are we expecting to get? A negative multiplied by a negative will give us a positive. And by the same token, a negative divided by a negative will also give us a positive. It is this last scenario that tends to confuse people the most. We are very good at imagining and dealing with positive numbers. We can also imagine a halving or a tripling of a debt. But why is it that two negatives give a positive? I'm going to leave that for another video. I know you are very disappointed, but if it makes you feel any better, you can have a cookie. That is all for now, and I will see you on the flip side.